Onic Sanz has a 79% win rate on his Mid Gusion on 534 games. He also used this on M5 against Triple Esports with an impressive score of 9 kills, 2 assists, and only having 1 death. And on this video, I will explain to you how he consistently wins against pros using his Mid Gusion. At the start of the game, Sanz likes to leash his jungler using his second skill. He then goes to lane and uses his second skill again to clear the wave. With this, he gains level 2 and looks to roam at the map. Gusion's burst on his second skill is strong in the early game because it deals damage on release and when it comes back. Combo that with Petrify and it pretty much secures that your second skill will always land. Even a tank early on can't handle Gusion's damage. And getting kills early game is important since it enables Gusion to get his items faster. If he doesn't get any opportunities to get kills early game, he waits for his level 4 because that's the time where he can easily burst down targets. As a mid laner, his favorite lane to gank is always the gold lane. Not only are marksmen very squishy, killing them also delays their farm and enables your marksman to snowball their lead even further. If the enemy mage also underestimates his damage and walks up, he can punish them easily like this. As for his item build, he buys boots early game to help with his roam, but he doesn't upgrade it to arcane boots yet until he buys his first big item, which is Genius Wand. It's pretty cheap, costing only 2000 gold, but the stat it gives is perfect for Gusion. 75 magic power to increase his skill's damage, 5% movement speed for roaming, 10% magic penetration for more burst, and it's passive that increases magic defense. For his second and third item, he switches between Glowing Wand and Holy Crystal. He buys Glowing Wand if he feels like he needs the extra health and if the enemies are building HP based items. He buys Holy Crystal as a second item if there are a lot of squishy enemy heroes. The prioritization of these items changes depending on the situation. For his fourth item, he goes for Divine Glaive. This is important since usually when you get your fourth item, the enemy has already bought a couple of magic defense items, and having Divine Glaive for Gusion enables him to pierce through the enemy's magic defense. For his last item, he has two choices. If he doesn't feel like he can die, he buys Blood Wings because it gives the highest magic power and it significantly boosts Gusion's burst damage even more. Combine this with Holy Crystal's passive that gives bonus 20 to 35% magic power, that's even more magic power. Also with high magic power, the passive shield that Blood Wings provide will also be bigger. If he's having a hard time surviving, or if the enemy has a lot of catch to deal with him, then he goes for Winter Truncheon. The bonus health and physical defense it gives can make Gusion survive a lot longer. But the most important reason is it's active. The 2-second immunity it provides enables Sanz to buy time for his cooldown, or quickly sell his Winter Truncheon to buy Immortality to further increase his survivability. For his emblem, he goes for Mage with Rapture, Wilderness Blessing, and Lethal Ignition. Sometimes he goes for Assassin Emblem as well, if he feels like going for a full burst build. As for his battle spell, he always goes for Petrify on Mid Gusion because it enables him to easily set up his combos early game. Sanz's playstyle with Mid Gusion is different compared to if he's using a standard mage. If you try this pick, then you will need to adjust your playstyle since Gusion is still an assassin. This requires you to play him just like one. Sanz likes to use bushes a lot because of this. He often waits for a good opportunity to go in, and once he gets a kill, he goes out ASAP and waits for his cooldown before coming back in. Early game, he also recalls a lot because with Mid Gusion, he has no access to a blue buff. Also, his item build doesn't have any mana regen as well, and Gusion's full combo takes a lot of mana to use. So even if he has 75% mana left, he always recalls back to regen. If you enjoyed the video and learned anything new, please leave a like and subscribe to help the channel.